welcome to another episode of Off the Books. Guys, excuse us. Our phone is ringing. Just give us 1 second. We literally just closed, but people are still trying to make appointments, and we're not open right now. So you just excuse that, okay?
Maybe they're gonna leave a message.
I'll check the voicemails in the morning.
Got the hotline.
So
They gotta want to leave a message.
tonight's episode is going to be about Kalena's journey, and it's going to be, we're going to ask her all types of questions from her hair journey to her personal life journey. So we hope you guys stay tuned, and we hope you enjoy. We love you so much.
It make it juicy, y'all.
All right. I don't know what they're gonna ask me. You didn't script any of this. Then I told them they can ask me anything. Anything. I'm an open book.
Yep.
All right.
So I'm going to start with asking you about your hair journey. Like, how did you get into hair and get here to where you are now? Because this is a KBB production.
Yes.
Natasha already says. Natasha, please don't call her Natasha.
Oh, it's Nate?
It's
It got a little
Natasha.
bang on there?
Mhm.
Yes, I have an apostrophe.
Okay, Tasha.
Natasha.
God, that's hilarious. Learn something new every day.
That's why I be like, call me Tasha.
Yeah,
I got you.
because nobody says her
It's
name
one of our
correctly.
Well, we
Okay.
gone, because I be like, Natasha.
Right, and it's Natasha.
I give my mama grief.
I'm not.
Why would you do that?
Right.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
hilarious.
So, Kalena, tell us how you got started in your hair journey.
Oh, where do we start?
From the
So,
beginning.
I always did hair. So I was that kid that did hair when I was young. I think I actually said her story. And I think we all have that story if you do hair. We did the Barbie doll's hair. You know, I braided my Barbie doll's hair. I cut my Barbie doll's hair. I put micro braids in my Barbie doll's hair. I did all kind of stuff to my baby dolls. And my mom,
Micro braids?
girl, yeah, them things was so micro too. They were so tiny. And my mom used to be like, girl, you been jacking these baby heads up. I ain't gonna buy you no more doll, baby. Just cut all the hair out. Girl, not knowing I was gonna be, a hairstylist. But I started off there, but that's like just when I was young. And then back in the day, you used to be able to wear hats in school. But they came up with the rule you couldn't wear hats in school anymore. And then I was hitting this little boy with a hat in school one day. So he told me I couldn't wear hats no more. But I would wear hats too because my grandma used to braid my hair and it was like a pump, that one that don't come down.
Ooh,
Yes.
little braid.
Yes,
And
I
like
do
they
know.
braid it upside down
I
and
have
it
a
just
full
that
picture
alpha
with that logo.
go.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Oh,
a
no, the
little
picture
You
blue
just
braid.
don't
I
like.
got a full picture just like this.
Yeah, what's
I
it?
seen it when you wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen it. I seen it when he bought his hair.
Bless her heart.
Girl, it was nice.
She did the best she could.
She
worked
did the best she
hard.
My
could.
aunt was saying the day my aunt would do my hair, or my aunt would make me. I remember this one hairstyle. She gave me a fan, girl. It like went up and out.
I remember
Oh,
them
my
fans.
God. I remember them fans.
Was your baby when your baby hair
Everything, girl, it was cute. I loved it. I love when my auntie did my hair. It was fun time. So I did that, and then when I went to school, I can't tell you how I knew how to do hair. I just started doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just started like my friend. This is nasty, but my friend, she was spent the night with me. Her name Kristen Wheeler. I remember this. She spent the night with me. Kristen probably won't remember this, but we took her braids out one time, and maybe it was. I hope it was Kristen. I hope that was you. I don't remember exactly, but I think it was Kristen. Kristen had these braids in her hair, and I took the braids out and laid them on my bed or on my couch or something. But I didn't throw that hair away. When they left, I took that same hair and put it in my head.
Wow.
Christopher had them braids in about 3 months.
So were you the girl in high school that everybody called and came
Oh
to
my
and
gosh.
got the hairstyle?
I did hair all through. But now listen, I was doing hair in like elementary school.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
That was in elementary.
Okay.
Middle school, I was doing kids' hair. Or my teammates. By the time I got to high school, I was doing a mama's hair. I was doing adults' hair.
And I can vouch for that. I worked with a couple people and they're like, oh, you work at KBB? I'm like, yeah. Girl, Kalena used to be killing it in high school. Like, everybody wanted Kalena to do their hair. And I'm just like, really?
Yeah, girl, by the time I got to high school, honey, I had a name. So I always did hair. I never worked a job. Like I worked my first job at Chili's one time, and I did that because I don't know, I wanted a job. And then I did that really to also lie and say I was going somewhere and I had to go to work. I love to say I gotta go to work so I can go hang out with my boyfriend. Yeah. So I did that, and then I tried to sell like these vector knives. Y'all ever heard of vector knives?
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn.
They
They
do?
They got me.
Girl.
Cash
they
my
different
check,
colors?
and then you never heard of them again.
Stop. For real?
My starter kit check. And you never heard from them again.
Oh, wow.
So that's big at home.
For real?
Okay, you know, John, you can go to that vector place,
Right.
get John right quick, get your quick little check.
Oh, what's the vacuum one? What was that one? That
The
was
sharp
vacuum.
one. Or the
I don't know the vacuum one, but I know that Victor.
Derby, something.
So, I think it's Irby.
yeah.
I think it's Irby. That's hilarious. Girl, that Victor, I had got into that. Girl, trying to sell my uncle and them knives. I said, scratch you.
Cutting stuff up.
Yeah. Then I act like I had 2 jobs. Girl,
Not 2 jobs.
girl, that was like a job and a half.
Right?
Girl, that was not a job. So I ended up doing hair out of house. So I just did hair. I always did hair. I had the parking lot full at my mama's house. My mama could barely get in her parking lot because I had people in the house all the time doing hair. I did hair all the time. I actually worked at my first job doing hair was I always worked at 2 jobs. I always forget that I worked at dang, don't kill me. I don't remember nobody's name. So it's not you.
It's me.
It's me.
It's me. My hair journey is long. Don't judge me.
I can't think of her name. Maisha. I think it's her name Maisha. I checked that. But I worked at her shop for a little while braiding hair. And then that was that one shop where I told you I had asked the girl how she did that thing. And she was
Like this.
like she was like, oh, you just do it. And I was like, oh,
Okay.
Okay. I just do
I'm
it.
coming for you.
I'm coming for you. Don't worry about it.
Don't
Girl,
worry.
you can't. I was like, you can't close my eyes. I can sit here and watch. All I need to do is watch you 2 more times, and I got it. Don't worry about it. So then I worked at this other shop called Hair Gallery. Rama gave me like literally my first job. No, it was actually Miriam before Rama. They were both 2. They were Cameroonians. What how you pronounce it? Cameroon? They were from Cameroon. What's that? They African.
Oh,
But what
okay.
is it like?
I felt like they were African.
Yeah.
When you said Miriam, I was like, oh, that's
Miriam. They were both. So it was kind of like an African braiding salon, but it was like the salon in a plaza that everybody went to back in my neighborhood. My neighborhood was a very popular neighborhood. Horseshoe Bend, shout out, hey. Or the Bend. So that was a popular little area back in the day. So it was a popular popular nail shop, popular hair salon and barber shop back in the day. But the husband and them was off the books. So that got closed down.
Okay.
So by the time I got up, I was like, dang, it's not there anymore. But it was there. They was just owned by some other people. So I didn't have license first when I first moved there. But I already started school. So I went to school, back it up a little bit. I went to school to try to study law. But girl, that didn't work because I forgot you gotta do all that reading. And y'all know I can't even spell, let alone know how to read. I had to do all that reading. I said, oh, this is not gonna work. I just really wanted to like do some arguments and
that's it. Let me just debate a little bit.
Yeah, I just want to see how my defendant, you know what I'm saying, how he you know
It's wrong.
It's wrong.
Oh my God.
You know, that's all I wanted to say. So when that went completely down the drain. So I said, okay, now this is not gonna work. So then I went to Chattahoochee to try to get some of my credit. But I went there for the no, I take that back. I went to Chattahoochee for the cosmetology program. But then when they told me I had to take them classes again, I said, oh no, I'm not doing it no more. I said, I still gotta take these credits.
I still need these.
I just want to get in that class.
Am I getting an associate's degree?
Right.
What am I getting?
What am I getting? So I quit that immediately. Girl, even my psychologist teacher was calling me. She's like, hi, Kalena, I haven't seen you in class. Hey, I ain't never come back to class. I quit the whole school. Girl, I don't even know when you quit school. Do you supposed to go in there and tell them you quit?
No,
you just
you just
drop
don't go
out.
back.
I was
You
a
just
dropout.
drop out.
They did it.
So that's-
I dropped
Huh?
out.
Not like how
Got
you
another
do.
drop
You gotta pay
student.
for that.
Yeah. You just
Girl,
gotta
so
pay.
I dropped out. Girl, I never went back to the whole school ever. I don't know what the proper way to leave the school, but I never went back. So I went to Divine Design with Tanae Taylor. He was back in the day too. That was a popular hair school. That was the first to me Empire and stuff. He could have took it further than what he had, but you know, that's neither here or there. But he was a bomb. Tanae could do some hair. I'm telling you, he could do some hair. Everything I really learned, I learned from him. I learned from in the school when and of course Miss Mary. But they were.
Was Miss Mary working in the school?
She was working there, but Miss Mary was like a contractor.
Okay.
So he was a small black-owned hair place, hair school, and so but it was booming, girl. It was booming, and we was in there working like slaves, girl. We was in there working, girl. And so he would contract educators in to come help us because he was our educator, and I don't think he could afford to have one. He had, I think, one, but that was his his wife's sister. I think she was a hairstylist, and I think he had her on payroll, but I think everybody else was contracted in. But Miss Mary just found a liking in me because I could do hair real good. He would give me all his clients, and you know. Then, you know, stuff, I ain't trying to put his business on the street because I know it's on camera. But some things have transpired. He was like, oh, no, he ain't going to do y'all like this. So, you know, when school closed, she made sure we got our license. You know, Miss Mary how she doing you, that's how she did me.
And I love it.
She be like, ain't going to do y'all like this. Y'all going to get these licenses. And she made sure I got my license. So, I give all my credit to God and Miss Mary for getting my license. But let me speed up. So then I got my license. Miss Mary helped me. Then I went to take my test. The first time I failed. Take my first test, girl. I remember going out. Oh yes, girl, I failed.
The practical.
I failed everything. I didn't even, cause you know we had to take it at the same time that time. Girl, I failed, and we was in Macon.
That's
Yeah, I remember people was telling me.
Yeah, I was in Macon. I had went there that night. Girl,
Hotel, motel.
I ain't even get no hotel motel because I was there that night. And that second time I went there, but the day before and got a hotel motel.
Did you sleep in your car?
What? When I went to the motel? The first time I went there the day of.
Oh.
And I got there like the time of.
Oh.
So I was
That's
like
stressful.
time
Right.
jittery. Yeah, it was horrible. And my nerves really got the most best of me. You know, because I left out of there, girl, crying.
Did your
Girl.
dog head fall?
Yeah.
Mine did too.
My dog head fell. My
broke.
kid. I had somebody else catch my
Somebody
kid.
get her.
So by the time I got my kid, because you could buy kids back in the day.
Yeah.
So you bought a kid, and I just grabbed that kid and took it. I ain't looking at the kid or nothing. Girl got there. She ain't had no Velcro thing to go around in there. It was a tie. So I'm tying it, and the thing is falling. It's at the neck. I be at the base. Girl, it's not even on there. I'm trying to get towels to hold it on so it tie. Girl, it was horrible.
Oh my God. They probably wasn't looking at you
Girl,
like,
so stressful.
somebody
So
get
then
her.
you gotta stand there. I'm standing there, girl, like this in the mirror. Tears. Oh my God, Kalena, I'm so sorry.
Look, but people don't
Girl,
have
damn.
that test is stressful. And my
Girl,
dog had
I'm
fell a
looking in
couple
the mirror,
times.
girl, with my ass back behind my back. Everybody see me.
Oh my God. And I know they were thinking, what's wrong
No,
with that girl?
Cause you already
Yeah.
know.
I already knew.
It's so funny. I'm done. I'm never gonna do hair. I'm a failure. Ooh, girl, that is hilarious.
You got Ashley crying
Girl,
Kalena's so funny.
that is hilarious. So, girl, I went out of there, and y'all, true story, I put it on everything I love. I told her that I had to go to the bathroom. I was crying in the bathroom so hard.
Oh my God.
By the time I got her, I was stopped. By the time I was talking to her so hard, girl. I was crying so hard by the time I got to, because I thought I had got it all out, and I was like, okay.
Her face just killed it for you.
Girl, when I got in there trying to explain that, girl, I just broke down. She was like, it's okay, baby. It's okay.
It's not okay.
Sometimes that hurt me real.
Crazy.
When you like you messed up.
Ooh, girl, you can laugh at it now, girl. That's hilarious. Girl, I went in there and cause I told her I had to go. I couldn't do it. I was wait, Kalena, you thought you had to go? I'm crying so I can't see. I couldn't even see. Girl, I'm crying so hard. I'm ventilating crying. It wasn't me to go.
You had a whole
Girl, it was panic attack. Girl, it probably was a whole panic attack. Girl, I had a panic attack. I told her I had to go. So I went in there and politely grabbed my stuff. Girl, everybody looking at me. Girl, I grabbed my stuff and I left. And I drove all the way back and I went to my uncle's house. Because at my aunt and my uncle's house was the first house that, from Macon.
Mm-hmm.
I went in there, he said, how's it go? And I went past him. And I went in the house, girl, and I laid in their bed, girl. I was just done. I didn't think I cried, girl. I just fell right to sleep. I ain't cried already. I was tired.
You was already tired.
Yeah, was tired. I ain't cried already. That drove them 2 hours. Girl,
Now, did you call Miss Mary after that? Because I know you probably did.
Girl, I did, girl. Because Miss Mary didn't help me on that one. It was another lady. I ain't going to say her name on camera.
Right.
It was another lady. And Miss Mary like, come here over here.
I told you not to get over here.
Yes. Right. Miss Mary didn't help me with that bag. It was another lady helping with that bag. Girl, that was a little girl.
Them bags be set up sometimes.
Ooh, girl, that was a mess. And them bags like $150 back in the day. It might be more now.
They about the same amount.
Okay. Girl.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's included in mine.
I'm gonna check.
Yeah. Right. Girl, they
Please
are.
check mine.
Check your
I need
bag.
y'all to all check mine.
Girl.
Girl, be like,
I was in there the same way. Peanut butter, no jelly.
Right.
You're like, I gotta do this facial. I ain't got no water. Where did my water go? I'm like, I didn't put all my combs away. She gotta come check this cut. I gave her a brush.
Girl, stop.
I did. She was
Girl.
like, well, where's your comb? It's in the bag.
Girl, that's how it is, girl. Shay, you gonna be ready, baby. I promise you. We gonna have you
Don't
so
worry
ready.
about it. You
I
gonna
be listening to y'all stories and I be like,
Girl.
oh.
look at your teacher.
Oh, yeah.
You already had.
Girl, I promise you. You gonna be ahead of the game.
Right.
Ahead of the
You gonna
game.
be in there like,
Right. No,
I know
nah,
that's right.
Nah, you still gonna be a
She
little
gonna be
nervous.
bored like,
Yeah.
they hurt
But
me
you
up.
gonna be right. You still gonna be a little
I'm probably
nervous.
gonna be in my head like, dang, I wish Ashley, Kalena, and Tasha and Cassie was here right now.
Right.
dog
Can I
drop.
bring y'all with me?
Just
Right.
sanitizer.
That's it.
Sanitize the
If
dog.
she dropped, sanitizer.
Yep, that's all you gotta do.
Right.
With the rollers in her head too. I gotta sanitize the rollers.
Just act like you sanitizer, girl. Because that's the other thing. Sanitizing is a good thing. You every time you touch something, you got to sanitize. Boom, boom, sanitize. So I went back the second time. I did it.
Mm-hmm.
I stayed late that night. Well, I stayed overnight. Got it, passed my test. I was already doing hair in the shop, y'all, and went with no license. Okay, so whoever got me in them years, before then, I wasn't licensed.
Don't judge me.
Don't judge me on those sides.
I was on my journey.
Girl, I think I told Ed this one time. I said, girl, it's probably people right now be like, Kalena got a shop. She cannot do no hair. Remember I told you that?
Yeah, tell me that.
I said, sorry. I said, before your journey, you might think I can do hair real good.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a pre-journey too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it might be somebody be like, Kalena, she can't do a lick of hair.
Were you ever nervous? Like when you first started?
Doing hair?
Yeah.
You don't seem like
Because you see how we be looking sometimes?
No, let me tell you what stylist I was. I was that stylist that thought I knew. So even if I did know, I was going to act like I knew.
Right.
I remember bleaching this girl hair one time and the color wasn't coming out. And she was like, she was like, I want bleach blonde, but it kept being like that, orange and yellow. I was like, it is the bleach blonde because I'm putting the bleach on
Get
it.
the whole explanation on why
Kalena.
it's like bleach.
Bleach.
But like that makes so much sense to your personality.
I'm giving you what you asked for.
See, this the bleach right here.
That's IK calling you.
It's probably, I had to call him back. This is the bleach, blind.
I'm putting bleach on it.
Because this the bleach.
Is this the bleach?
It makes sense, girl.
Right,
And so I'm putting
Make it make sense. You wanna go somewhere else, they
I
gonna
can't
tell
say
you
it
the
without
same thing.
laughing. I'm putting the bleach on it.
So it's bleach blonde.
So it's gonna be, you know, whatever it comes, it's the bleach blonde.
The bleach,
that's funny.
That didn't go over though. She's like, no. Then she emailed me, she got it fixed. And then she emailed me and told me I need to go to that lady to get some classes. Oh, what's that? She did, girl. She did, girl. That is so funny. But yep. So yes, I messed up.
She said, but yeah.
Girl, I messed up a lot of
She
times.
emailed you and said you need to get some classes.
Yeah. She told me I
Who
need
she
to get some
named?
classes.
She named?
A little bit. That was nice nasty though.
Yeah, that was real
But
nasty.
girl, well now I think about it, I said, ooh, honey, that was horrible. Girl, I was high combing one time, girl, droop, the whole hair came off. And girl, I had to spray some stuff in the air so it won't smell like her hair. And then I kept combing it.
Like your hair shedding.
Like,
I
oh
kept
my
combing
goodness.
it, so I was just
Girl, you need a treatment.
to make sure y'all, I'm way better now. Yeah. And you know what? You know the little burn spots? I had to make sure all it was cold out.
Just like Kalena's horror. Kalena's horror hairstyle.
It's okay. How was your face when that happened?
Brad Mundo, if you ever watch this, don't you judge her,
Right. Y'all, this is so funny. It is so true. So that's what when y'all do something, I be like, honey, y'all better than I was.
Okay.
Because I ain't hear nobody correct me. I'm just doing wrong. Oh, girl, I remember putting tracks on this one girl, and I ain't want the tracks to show. I mean, the track to show. So I cut the width, laid that hair down. So by the time that
That friend did my hair like that before.
and it did.
Cause you know that's how they do the illusion thing.
Yeah.
Well, I was doing that, but I right. It was definitely with the wrong.
So you were coming right
Girl, it
out.
was coming right out. It was coming right out. Girl, I was a mess, y'all.
Killing it.
Girl, I was Ashley. Killing it.
Over here like you better
Girl,
see
I
about
was-
me.
You would have seen me. Okay, Kalena Duru, book me down.
Girl, right. So what? So y'all know what would the adults come to see you for? So I would do sew-ins real good. I would do not crochet braids, tree braids. I had them down pat. I can do tree braids. I could do any braids, any braid style. Then I learned how to do 27 piece. That took me 27 hours to do. Girl, they took me forever to do them.
For real?
Oh my God, my first one, girl. I know it took me 10 hours.
Dang.
Girl, it was a whole job shift.
What?
Y'all was kicking it for real.
Girl,
Right.
kicking it. Girl, okay, so yeah. This is just to make some of y'all, anybody in their hair journey, don't feel so bad, baby. The glow up is real.
Yes.
The glow up is real. So I think what flipped was I started taking classes. Like I didn't know nothing about taking class. Like I remember going to the hair shows with my coach. I mean with Tanae. I was doing on the stage and everything. He was big. He was like Bronner, but he was doing Bronner hair and back in the day. So he probably still do Bronner hair. But he was doing Bronner. Bronner was coming to the school, everything. So we would go to the Bronner Brothers shows, be on the big stage, everything. It was like a dream to a person in hair school. It was really awesome. And by the time, but that's all I knew was that, you know. So I said, I just always knew I wanted to do a little bit more. I just always been that person that like, if I know it's wrong, I didn't stay in the wrong. I said, oh, I can't do that again. I'm gonna try to fix it and learn and do better. Like probably after the bleach mine, girl, I said, oh, I probably need to go get some color glasses. I probably went about that. Yeah. Girl, I said, I really need to
You said on the line.
Right.
Like I used 10 volumes.
Girl, that was another thing. That's another story, girl. I put 20 volume on this one lady trying to get it blind, and it never would go blind. And I was like, I forgot what I told her, but I was like, this the highest blind they got. But it's not. That was a lie. It was a mess. But anyway, I started taking classes. I started taking more classes. And since I was already really gifted as a hairstylist, once I learned it, it didn't take me long. I mean, as soon as you showed it to me, I'm gonna go practice that over and over and over again until I got it right. So I watched what that person did and listened to what they did, and I just kind of studied. I watched videos. This was before YouTube and all that was out, so I would buy videos and all that kind of stuff. So then I went to work at Premier Salon at Lennox. When they gave me that job at Lennox, I remember when they hired me.
This is after you had
I was supposed to get some water. Yeah. After I got some water. After I got my license.
Yeah, I knew you meant.
After I got my license, I was like, oh, I'm going to go apply with one of the big white salons. And I did. And girl, when they hired me, girl, I was so shocked. I was like, oh my God, they hired me. I was like so shocked. So I went to go work there, and I was working at Powder Springs and Lennox. It's called Premier Salon at Lennox. And I was working there at the same time, like one, during the day, one on the weekends, stuff like that. And then I was working there, but that's where it taught me this. Like, their salon was beautiful. It was like, ran so well. They had a desk with a system. I didn't come, my school wasn't like that. I had a nice school, but it was more paperwork. It wasn't really, up to date. It was like, regular school. So, so I know what exposure can do. When some people only are living to their exposure.
That's true.
So when I was exposed to something way better than where I was like, there's better out there. So I was like, oh my God, this is great. This is amazing. So I love that job because it reminds us of us putting your all of them was full of makeup. Their outfits was cute. They just looked like stylists, It wasn't like rolled over that bed, put a ponytail in their hair. Even though Rama and my other salon always looked nice, but it was just a different caliber. It was just a different. The whole everything was just different. The edgy cuts. Them girls wearing purple hair, this whole shade ball, and it go like this.
Right. Point it right in the
You get the way your hair in the word? That's cute.
I love it.
Girl, purple. Lilac on this side, girl, beautiful. So I worked there, and then after I worked there, I said, okay. That's when I was introduced to they was doing hair like Paris cuts, French cuts, and point cutting, pivot point, and all that. I was like, oh my God, this is a whole different world. This was when Goldwell was introduced to me. I'm coming from a black area, so Goldwell, Reckon, Wella, I'm now entering to a whole new industry. Like I didn't even know this existed, So I had to say, okay, at that time I was like, okay, I want this, but I don't want it so white. Like I like this, but I want to do some black hair. Like I'm tired of doing white hair all the time. Like I'm giving the white girls the black looks. Like,
That'd be my favorite.
Yes.
Yes. About to get this black girl
That's exactly right. And so this guy named Christopher, he was working there, and I used to joan on Christopher because I was like, Chris, you still work? How long you been working here? He had been working there for years. I wonder if he still worked there. I'm gonna have to see. He probably retired, but he was like, oh no, yeah, I've been working for a while. And at that time I was so young, so I couldn't think about it. But I'm like, Chris, you need to get your own shop. You need to get you a suite. He's like, Chris was making like $100,000 a year.
Oh, wow.
He was like, you know, yes, he was like,
we don't know her.
He would go on vacation. He had just came off like a vacation. I was like, how was your vacation? He was like, it was good. You know, it was gay. Me and my hubby or my spouse, however he said it, my significant other, we da-da-da-da. And then we had the dog, and then I cleaned the cabinets and all that. And at that time, it sounded good. But as I got older now, I'm like, I see what Chris was talking about. Chris had it good. There wasn't no need for him to go and do all this and do all that. He worked at not only a gravy job, he was into his career, you know. And so after I left there, the only reason I left there is because I wanted to do more diverse hair. You know, that's the only reason I left there. So I wanted to find a job where it had black people, but nice.
Yes.
So I was like, I gotta find a job like this. So I went to this one guy. Like the River was actually coming out at that time. Nigel was coming out right at the time when I was working at Lennox. This was back in, maybe 09 or 10. You there? Okay. Continue, right. Maybe it was 09 or 010. Maybe it was 09 or 10, around about time. I mean, 010.
Right.
Girl, 010. I love it. Right. It was around 09 or 2010. So that was coming up. So I really didn't know them like that. I kind of knew it, but I didn't. But I don't know why I didn't go that route. But it was nothing but the grace of God, really. So, not that I wouldn't have been there, but God was putting me in another direction, you know. So I went to go work at this other guy's salon, and that was a horrible mess, y'all. That was girl, me and the man got to fight and everything, y'all.
Fighting fists?
Yeah, girl. It was crazy.
You beat the man up?
Girl,
You beat the man up.
Girl, well, you know the man wasn't gonna hit me back.
Oh,
So girl, I'm just I know. Well, he didn't. Thank God he did. Thank God he didn't hit me back. But he called the police on me. And girl, my husband was out there, girl. My mom was out there. My husband out all in his face, you know, posted all in his face. The other guy's son was out there. My mama out there praying in the parking lot. I can see Mama Sita out there praying.
Because I was just about to ask you, what was she
Girl,
doing?
out there praying in the parking lot. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. That's the devil always in the business. And I'm back there backing my husband. I'm like, yeah, I told you.
What are you talking to fighting about?
Because I was working at his salon, and he had a false impression of what he said his salon was gonna be.
He's a liar.
He was a liar. You said it, I did.
Okay,
He was a
what I
liar.
said.
No,
Right.
when I say a big one,
Say it's
I mean a huge one. Like, it was one time I was telling him how to decorate his shop because it was just getting in here, And I was like, we could decorate it like this, we could decorate it because he was just up and coming. So I was like, well, I can help him, you know, kind of build it, you know, I can help him build it. You know, I like the area, you know, okay, because it was all Piedmont. So I was like, I can help him, you know, get it up. So I would buy stuff with my own money, you know, everything. And I had put like rocks. I was like, oh, what we can do is we can put some rocks. I'm telling him, we can put some rocks in the bathroom sink and make it where it's like look like a waterfall when they, you know, put in the water because it's the rocks at the bottom, whatever. He I guess that went through one and out the other, or he heard me or not. But it felt like the next day or maybe the next week, he was like, I was thinking about putting some rocks in there and letting the water like on the rock.
Trying to claim it like it's
like-
own idea. Don't try to act like you came up with that. Don't take my idea.
I think I said that.
Yeah, own it like it was
You
yours.
owned it. Girl, that was the first thing I said.
Oh my God.
I messed up. That man crazy.
Yeah.
That was the first.
That was
the first red
That was
flag.
First red flag.
So then he was hiring people, girl. They weren't staying. They were packing up, girl. As I'm standing there, girl, it was gone, packing up. And I was the only one there, but that's because I had a clientele. I really couldn't leave. I had a clientele. I had already took my client. I was working there in Horseshoe Bend. And I already took my clients from there. and took them to a Lennox.
Mhm.
So I was battling them back in there. So I was like, okay, I don't want to battle them like that no more. So I'm gonna find this one location I'm gonna really like. That's kind of like Lennox and like that, and give them the one and them the done. Girl, when we got there, it was nice. It wasn't horrible. It was like pretty nice, but it wasn't nice. It was just kind of clean because there wasn't in there.
Mhm.
So we was in there, and it was every day, girl, it's me. He couldn't get nobody to stay. Oh, girl, it was bad. They was getting that girl. He already knew it. When that door closed, he would come out that back room to see, like, if somebody came in or not. Girl, he'll kind of look over there. He'll walk over there and look at their station. He's like, oh, okay, they gone. She gone, huh? I'd be like, I am on my way too.
On my way.
I'm just trying to figure out a way on how to get out of here. So my clients were so sweet because they will be like, Kalena, you was like, you like it here. At first it was okay. But they were like, girl, then you try to get this massaging table, girl. Let's think about this a massaging room. And out here trying to tell us be quiet.
Yeah, this is why I remember. I'm like, I know you told me this story. So
Girl, yes!
Okay.
It'll be like, that's a massaging room. And I'll be like, y'all,
Yeah.
massage going on there.
Yeah.
How that work?
It don't.
It don't work.
It don't work like that. It just,
No.
you gonna have to invest in some full all the way up closed in and some soundproof. What's the name?
Right.
Because that's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Not in the salon.
So me and my clients, we giggling and laughing so hard in our stomach because we know this is a mess. Girl, a hot mess. So anyway, I finally left there. So what happened was, I had found my other location off of loop.net. I had found my other location, and once I found the location, it was $900 down for the what's the name, and then $900 for the deposit. I know y'all
So
heard
I
that
think
stuff.
that's
Yes,
what
I
my
heard that
question is
part.
going to
Yeah.
be is how, like, what prompted you to get your own? And I think that's what you're going into.
Yep, good question. What prompted me to get my own because I had worked at my at Horseshoe Bend. I had worked at Lennox. Then I had worked at his salon. I really didn't want to be a shop hopper. I really didn't. I've heard horrible stories about shop hoppers. So I said, okay, I gotta find a place. You know, I gotta find a place. And to be honest with my clients was like, you know what, you get your own, get your own. But I thought getting your own was like you had to have $1 million already in the bank. Like I was like, I ain't gonna never get my own, you know. So I guess the inkling of that, I just started investigating and looking for rental spaces. And then I found that rental space. So I didn't really have a desire to own my own shop. I think, I'll put it like this. I think everybody being in the industry be like, I want to own my own, want to own my own, want to own my own. But I really didn't know what that seemed so far down the line. So that wasn't even on my mind. So when I got into that dark place, where I was between literally a rock and a hard, and I hated going to work. I hated it. It was out, and he made, look at you, Ty, because it's this long and it's probably late. Because he want us to come to work, like how we come to work. He want us to come to work every day, but you not paying us hourly. We commission. So it was like, I'm coming, but I can't just come there and do nothing, you know. And I didn't have no off day. He didn't organize it right. So you gotta either give me a schedule and I'm off at a certain time. Like, we gotta figure this out. Other than that, I'm not coming up there just to sit up there with you. There's nobody coming in the door. No one.
Right.
There's no reason for me to come up here. I have a full schedule tomorrow. I need to rest today and clean up. Okay? So, that was a long story. So then, that's what prompted me to get my own. So I looked into it. I met the lady. It was the house right there on Fairground Street. Miss Belinda Hickman. She met me over there, and she was like, "So it's gonna be $900 for the rent." And I was like, "Okay, I could do that." And she was like, $900 for the deposit. I said, "Okay, so it's 18."
It's really 18.
Right.
It's not,
9
you need to
plus
say that
9,
up front so I can get my
0,
coins together.
Exactly.
Yes.
Separate like that.
Why would you do that to me? Like, ugh. Okay.
So, and I got it up, girl. I got it up. But then he was, He was mad. He found, I don't know how he found it. I used to think he had a tape recorder in the salon, to be honest with you. So he found out I was getting my own salon. I don't know how he did it, but he did. Maybe overheard our conversation. He said one of my clients called him and told. She probably did. I don't know. But when he told me that, because I was take calls outside, you know, like the light people had to call, these people have to talk, so I would go outside and take phone calls for the people to come. So when he found out I had my own, girl, he just flipped the script on me. You know, he was just like, you getting up out of here. Like, you getting up out of here. You know, I found out you on your own side. I'm asking you to leave, whatever. I was like, why would you do that? Because even if I'm leaving, I said, wouldn't you want, I'm giving you commission. Wouldn't you want me to just still work out my time? I mean, you don't have nobody else in here. And then he was,
I'm your money maker.
Yeah,
I'm the money.
Yeah.
Does he have clients?
Girl, that's
Them happy
this
ending clients.
thing is taking too long.
Yeah,
right. It
happy
could have
ending
been.
clients.
That's why he
Girl.
wanted clients.
So it might. That's another story. But no, the answer to that, no.
Mm-hmm.
So, cause girl, he was charged maybe like $20 to put the 2 tracks in, like the glue-in track.
Just 2.
But that's what I said. It would be like, let's say it was $20 each to put a track in. Where they only want to pay $40, so he will only put 2 on there.
That's a lot.
Literally.
Oh wow.
2 tracks.
He ain't right.
What is 2 tracks?
Girl,
cover?
so you have a little bang with them with 2.
With no
Stingy
connect.
thing.
Girl, I said I gotta get up out of here.
Then when your veins start getting greasy, it starts
Girl.
looking
Like
like
she
a
started separating.
Girl, I watched them do it. I said, you can't just throw some more pieces in that girl hair.
So that's what most people do. They gonna throw
Yeah.
that. I might charge you for this.
I'm gonna make it look nice.
Yes, you
though.
wanted to look good. So girl, so after he did it, I was so nice to him. Not nice, but I was trying to be nice to him while I was there. You know, use my manners that my grandparents told me. But after he told me how to get out, girl, I let him have it, girl. I told him how he stinks. I told him this place was a mess. I told him this was an S-hole.
Oh, you
I
dropping a bomb.
Oh, you was mad.
It was a few of
That
them.
was
I
Kalena
letting
at
it all
the
out.
edge.
And I said, and let me go ahead and get my clients out this book for you. I said, no, somebody, none of my clients will never come here anyway. This rat hole. And girl, I was
So
just
you was
going.
probably mad because you like, I'm the best thing that
Yeah,
happened.
ever.
The only one that ain't walk
Yes.
out. How you dare go?
How you gonna do this to me? Girl, I was giving it to him. Then it's like when I went over there to get my client's name out of the book, he had snatched the what's the thing called? The appointment book from under me. Like he was like, you give me my book like that. And it's something about what happened when he grabbed the book.
That triggered your, I'm about to
Really
box
nice.
you.
It just- yeah, it just came up. So girl, as soon as he snatched the thing, girl, I got up and said, do. Girl, I hit him on his back, everything. Girl, stand his little head up. I'm sorry. That wasn't me. That was the other person. What is
That
it?
was Kalena.
Kalena.
What's
So girl, he called the
Kalena?
police on me.
Ooh, child.
And then my husband came in. Anyway, that is not a story that needed to be in my journey. But that is,
I mean, it's how you got to where you're going, though.
so when I got there, so then I opened up. So I couldn't go back to the shop because it wasn't ready yet. So I had to go back to my first shop.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to call my first shop. And I had to say, hey, Ron, that's why you never burn bridges. Because you don't
That's
never know when you got to cross that bridge just for a little bit.
That's
Mm-hmm.
true.
So I went back over there and I worked with her for a little while. And then I opened my salon up around like November, December or whatever. And the rest is history. That when I first worked there, girl, I had bought some fancy stuff because it was just me. Then after I found out that fancy stuff do not work, I had to buy some regular stuff and give away that fancy stuff. And then I built from there. I had some really good stylists. Shartae came and worked for me right after that. She got a salon out here in Marietta. Deshonda came and worked for me out there. This girl named Shanice, she was a bomb. Ebony. I had a little girl from I think Jasmine. I forgot where she was from. I can remember pretty much everybody that was in that little hole. It was a little group. And then I'm trying to make sure I ain't miss nobody, but that was my main ones.
Did you answer the trivia question on the picture?
I did.
You
So Tuesday trivia was, how long has KBB Salon been established? KBB Salons have only been established 8 years. So actually, December will make 8 years. I was 4 years there, and December make 4 years here. So, and yeah.
Anniversary. Anniversary.
And time go by so fast because we was like literally in a hole in the wall there. Like it was like a small hole in the wall. It was my humble, beautiful beginnings. That's why it's called Kalena's Beautiful Beginnings.
It is a beautiful, and you know what? Kalena's Beautiful Beginnings has won Best Salon for 2018, 2019, and now in 2020. We are now in the Hall of Fame.
In the Hall of Fame, y'all, I can't even believe that. I really can't. It's just. I think me and Cassie was talking this morning, and it's when things like that happen, I have to literally force myself to get excited. Not to not say I'm not excited, because I am excited. It's like I don't be trying to get. I don't even know who with them. I put this on everything I love. I don't know what them, who we looking at them flags. Where they come from? Like what nominates me for that? I don't know. I didn't even know that was out there like that. I've heard of stuff like that, but I didn't know. But I just been doing my due diligence. I've been doing my just make sure I'm doing good. Make sure the social media look good. Make sure we on Google. Make sure I respond back. Make sure we doing. We're good to people, and I build a good rapport in the salon that it just gets out there like that. So when it comes, I am grateful. I'm happy, but it's almost not like to say we don't deserve it. We don't deserve it, because we really do. But it's like, but we have so much more. Like, this is just the beginning, So,
it's like that's kind of like a report card.
Yeah.
Just like keep up the good work.
Yes, yes, and that's exactly what it is and what it feels like. But me and them girls, we banged out that shop. We when it was time to come in this shop, they went on to their journeys, and so when I moved here, I literally didn't have one stylist. Like all of them left. And so when I had already been working on this place, so we was there, I'm working on this, all your stylists tell you they not going with you, so you like.
But I think that's crazy. But like hearing your story about that, like every new phase of your journey has started with new people.
Every new
or a new beginning.
Yes.
Establishing new periods and points of people's journey.
Yes. And it's so true, because even I came here, I packed this place out. I had so much staff here, I can't even name them all. Okay, I gonna name the last couple ones that were just here, because I've had so many people to come through KBB, and doing well now. Just doing extremely well now. I'm so proud of them, honestly. But then when COVID happened, it did it again. I mean, completely. And it was so crazy. That's what I was saying earlier. It's like the devil always trying to do something, And it's like he didn't break me either one of them times. Now, he broke me, or God broke me, that first time. That fairground one, that broke me. That was a hard one. That was something, because I was so young. And so I ain't know hurt like that. I ain't never been hurt like that before. I got married when I was 19 years old. I was the player growing up. Ain't nobody played me. They probably did, but I played them too. I made the game. So I ain't never get hurt that bad, because I always had a plan B. Or C. So, and then when I got married, that was it for that. So when that happened, that was like getting hit from behind. That's like you driving and then you like, like that. But this time, it was like my lash came off. It's probably because I was crying.
I think
the tissue.
Girl, and the tissue.
It was like flaking up a little
Girl, help me, thank you. How long that was there?
No,
the white literally did it. Okay,
yeah, because I saw
thanks. Girl, she talking about, can you put my lashes on tomorrow? So crazy. That time it was like a side swipe. It's like I see the car coming, so I can brace myself a little bit. It ain't hurt that bad.
Mhm.
It was disappointing, but it didn't hurt, you know.
And you really did expect it because you
And
said
I expected it.
some people may go.
Yep.
And
I
she
already
did
knew
say
it.
she said it, even though she didn't want it to happen. She
Yeah.
said it out loud. She was like, "Some people may not
It's
stay."
so crazy. I knew everybody was sleeping because I just knew. You know how
Yep.
you just know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Even if it was gonna be like one extra person,
Right.
I knew. I said,
I didn't know what was going on.
No,
I'm
I
over here
knew.
thinking like,
Oh,
yeah.
and then I remember talking to somebody, and I was like, I don't mind doing it, even if I gotta start all over.
That was me.
Oh yeah.
That was me and V.
I said, even if I gotta start all over, I'll do it because, like we were just talking about, I'm in a place of my life where I want what God has for me,
Yeah.
and I want me to be for them.
Mm-hmm.
So if we gotta stop holding on to people,
Yeah.
because people ain't gonna be in your life forever. Mom and dad ain't gonna be in your life forever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people have to grow and grow their wings. You just gotta be growing too.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing about growth, it only hurts or only feels some type of way. You ain't got nothing going on.
That's true.
If,
That's true.
yeah.
I like
That's
that.
true.
I love how you put that because you just helped me with something completely different.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with this.
If you ain't got nothing going on, you analyze them, you think, but if you got
Yes.
something going on too, it just seems like, oh girl, you doing your thing because I'm doing mine too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you be blessed. and
Yes.
let me go
Yeah.
my way.
Well, on my
you
way.
blessed, I'm blessed. We blessed together.
Right.
That's real life.
Right.
That's right.
So if you start, that's that check. If you start feeling some type of way, you be like, okay, I need to work on me.
Yeah.
You know, and if they started feeling some way, don't worry about me, because Kalena doing good. You need to work on you.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
So it's that thing where you gotta learn that. And so I just went, now I'm in the point of my life, I go for the ride. I go for whatever God has for me.
Yes.
Because if it ain't for me, as my granddaddy would say, God told me to know, let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go. God told me to know, let it go.
Hey. you
Cause
better say
it,
That's gonna be playing in my
yeah,
head.
Got to
Right.
know,
yeah, and let it go. Yeah.
That's the name of this episode.
Got somebody to know, let it go. Yes, because it's such a blessing, and it's like, I know, God said, I know the plans I have for you,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and the things I know God has for me, it's not for everybody,
Yeah. That's true.
you know, and it's like, it's gonna be those one that appreciate it, you know, and they on the same level, and don't require a whole bunch of struggle,
Mm-hmm.
because it can't have no struggle with it. It gotta go smooth.
Yeah.
It gotta go real. It could be, a little bit of like question or this and that, but it can't be no buck.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be no buck with it. If you gonna buck, what happened when you start bucking at mama house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? You in the head.
It like
somewhere.
no, if you buck.
Right,
You be
exactly.
slapped before you
Yeah.
before the half of the buck even get together. You be like,
And then
Right.
she slapped me.
right, and then mama always say, two women can't live in this house. It's like everything gotta fall in place.
Yeah.
Everybody gotta have their place and their thing. So, that's how my journey has been. My journey has been a complete up, down, disaster, heaven.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, it's been a roller coaster,
Mm-hmm.
But I think once I put God first,
Mm-hmm.
once I kind of really, because everything else I've been doing, asking God, but not really doing what God said.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm like throwing my hands up and just doing what God say,
Yeah.
whatever He say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surrendering completely to Him.
Yeah.
So, and everything falling in place.
Mhm.
Everything falling in place. I haven't even I don't even go back on Indeed to look and see who done applied.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even put no hiring, nothing up, because I'm in a place of where I say, they'll come.
Yeah.
They'll come. They'll come when it's time for that. I know when it's time for that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I just need the people that God bring, into my circle. And so, you guys have been such a blessing to me. I think we said this on the last couple times. you know, I feel like we the answer to each other's prayers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like the answer to
Seriously.
each other prayers.
Yes.
Because we all been praying for something, but you don't know how God gonna do it though. Because for some reason we want him to bless, not the mess, but we want to bless what's already going on.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You think it's gonna be with this person. You think it's gonna be with this person. He like, nah, I got a whole
That ain't what I
nother
want for you.
thing.
Right.
Yep.
That ain't what I want.
And even if we gotta learn each other, even if we gotta build a camaraderie, even if that, it's just built on a good foundation.
Mm-hmm.
It's not rocky. It's built on a firm foundation. But I know it's getting late. So any more questions, like real questions, anybody want to ask me?
Actually, you didn't ask any questions.
All right, y'all ain't got nothing.
I feel like you knew the story the whole time.
You gave it wide open.
Yeah. Yes. It's been a roller coaster. Success is. I always see this thing where it's the mountain like this. That's success. At the bottom is hard work, sleepless nights, disappointment, highs, lows, starting over, failure. All that for that mountain to stay right here is deep down in the bottom. So it's so much that going to success, and I love listening to ET because he like success is only to the level that you give it. If you give it 50%, you only gonna get 50% out of it. If you put 80% on it, that's all you gonna get 80%. You gotta go 100, 120. You about gotta go 120 so you can at least get 100 because you're gonna come down a little bit. So you gotta go so hard. And that doesn't mean hustle. That means focus. Because everything, God got something in each and every one of us. Everybody got a plan, regardless as if they help the plan or help, you know, do your own plan or, you know, everybody serve a purpose, you know. But you gotta know what that is, and you gotta go with that full-heartedly. Because sometimes we always say, I'm waiting on God. No, God waiting on you. Because he already done gave you what to do. He already done told you. You so distracted with them nothings. He like, just focus on what I said or focus on what I'm doing or take the people that are around you, don't take them for granted or get rid of those folks that's around you. Or if I let them go for you, stop trying.
Stop trying to bring them back. Because that's me.
Stop trying to bring them people back. I don't feed them from you. Stop trying to call and try to see and try to do that. Let them call you. Just keep moving.
My dad has a poster, or he had a poster in his office where it's like, what type of leader are you? And you know, the picture is like of a guy sitting on the throne whipping the whip, and his workers are in front of him. And then you have the one above it where there's the guy leading, and the workers are behind him while he's leading. That's you. You're the first one. You're not the one whipping the whip. Because you got out here today and you was like, okay, how can I help? Like
so much.
Girl, I would never. I just had to do my little stuff I had to do. But after I was done with that, I could come in and do my thistle. But that's how I am. That's what I want us to be. Because I'm literally we're going to franchise this thing. It is literally going to be a franchise. The company itself and the concept of how we do things.
But that's what I love though, because you're so willing. Like anybody else would be like, oh, this is my day off. Like, no, don't ask me nothing. Don't say nothing to me. Like, you know, some people have that. Like, they may not say it, but that's the demeanor they give off. Like, this is my day off. Don't ask me no questions. Don't ask me to jump in. Like, you're such a team player.
Girl, if I didn't own it, I would work here. I will work at this place.
But you own it, so you already work.
I
do. Excitement about.
I love being here. I introduced the client to you today like I was the hostess. How you doing?
She did.
She's gonna be with you today. If you don't be friendly, I'll go get a shepherd because that's who I am.
I was laughing earlier because I heard you answer phone. You was like, "Hi, thank you for calling KBB. Having a wonderful day. How can I help you?" And I'm just like, listen to her over there.
Yes.
Getting into it.
But that's how you gotta be because I'm a natural servant. And people always want to do whoop, 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 or when you want to be to the top so bad, God probably holding you back because what you gonna do to people when you get to the top?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Are you gonna demean them? Are you gonna dumb them down?
And
Are you gonna snoot up on them?
That's how I see it too. Like, it seemed like just from me on the outside looking in, like y'all was in here getting it. Everybody was doing their thing. You had people that you could just go with, and they could just go. They could just do them. Like, everybody in here was skilled, talented. Y'all was able to do y'all and just kill it. But now it's like God was like, not that He slowed you down, but He wanted you to be able to pour because it was so much more in you that He wanted to bring out of you for the love of what you do.
Right.
And it was just time for it to be coming out in a different way, so it could also take everything to the next level.
Right. And then I had basically done my due diligence in that area. And sometimes your due diligence after a while becomes take for granted.
Yeah.
So God need to bring some people that will deserve your due diligence. Not only deserve it, needs it too.
Yes, that's true.
So when that chapter is over, it's over. Because now this person, let him go.
Yeah.
You need somebody that you not only need the help, want your help, and is gonna be thankful for your help.
Thankful. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Gonna be thankful. So God won't allow you to get abused no more.
Yes, that's true.
He won't allow you to get taken for granted no more.
No, that's true.
But
He
like
won't allow that.
in the art of communication,
Yeah.
I be in these books, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But it was saying people like you, not like any, and that was you the first person I thought about when they said it. People like you that wake up with that good demeanor, even if there's something going wrong, you still won't let the enemy take you down. You still waking up with that good demeanor. You saying good things, you speaking good things, and good things still continue to happen, even though you may have something like going on, and it's just like it's still gonna work itself out because of your demeanor, how you carry yourself, how faithful you are, because your faith is so strong. Like it's just in turn making you marked, making you just what I'm saying? Just,
Yes.
I love it. So
girl, I love it. I
like,
love
why
y'all.
is this book talking about Kalena?
Girl, and it's God.
Yeah.
It's really God. I can't put it on nothing else. Because that's who I am.
Right.
It's just me. It really is. And so I always, we'll close with this because I know that my husband keep calling.
That is definitely IK calling,
phone.
and he's about to call the business phone.
Yes, and I told him we were filming. So always my aunt was talking. I was posting something on Facebook, and my cousin was like, "You so humble, you so this," and it's so funny because I'm telling. Why she don't really know me like that? This a cousin, like a third cousin that see me and say I'm humble. I ain't nobody to be nothing.
But you are somebody. You are
creation.
You are definitely
But it's
somebody.
so funny because that's exactly what I was thinking. I said, "Ooh, other people think you is." Like, I got a cousin in Atlanta, and she's a celebrity.
Cause that's how they be feeling.
Yes.
Especially they're in another place.
Yes.
They be like, my cousin doing it.
Yes.
Do a photo shoot. They think you a celebrity.
Girl.
It's just a picture.
I know you. When she said that, I just started thinking, and I just told her, I said, always be humble and let your shadow do the talking.
Yes.
I said, because people gonna talk, but by the time they talk, or they gonna say, girl, you be gone.
You be gone.
You be and then they only talk about what was and what
you be like,
the old stuff. Girl, that old. What are you talking? You still talking about
I
that?
don't look at that address no more.
Right.
I don't look at that
Job
job.
no more.
I ain't talking to him
You
no
know,
more.
right.
I don't even talk to her no more.
Yes.
They be gone. You don't do that.
Girl, that's old news,
They be
boo.
all in the shadow.
That's old news. It's new news around these parts. That's old news. You talking to my shadow. So,
I like that.
yes.
That's good.
That's a good caption, y'all.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
And she gonna be in here tomorrow. She gonna be like, you talking to my shadow.
I be like, what's that thing you said?
You talking to my shadow.
You're talking to my shadow. So just stay humble. Even in this part of you guys being here is not just working at KBB Salon or working for me. I'm doing this for everybody. You know, it's an ultimate goal that I'm trying to get to. Not just for me, for everybody. For you, and you, and the other people to come.
But people don't realize that's the key, because what you wanting to do, what you do as a team effort to really genuinely want to just help the ones that's working with you.
Right.
It seemed like, it don't feel like we're working for you. It feel like we're working with you.
Right,
you know
right.
What I mean? And that's why everybody can have that more together, teamwork effort type mentality, because the owner really do set the tone. You know, they take on the personality of it, so it's like it's easy to just fall right into the tone you already set.
Right. Leadership is so important, and that's why when I show y'all stuff, I say I want to show you authentic leadership. Because it's authentic. You ain't got to show leadership. If you gonna show it, you do it.
You do it.
You do leadership. You be it. It ain't in the show. I just do it. So it's definitely, I know y'all tired, and I know y'all getting ready to, I'm getting tired myself. And why does it feel toasting in here? It's because we're drinking that wine?
It's because I turned off the air, so
Oh.
that it's not going while we're
everybody is done except for me. So let me
Take it out.
You're always last.
Right.
Alright, it's alright.
Girl.
Can we have some of that wine that Ashley got from Aldi?
Which one?
That wine that you had at the birthday thing for Marley. That red
the
one.
red one.
That
Was it like Stella Rosa?
I think it's like sweet red.
It's sweet.
Oh,
Yes,
sweet
I
red.
love sweet red.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And you know,
Aldi.
Aldi.
Right.
Y'all know I mess with Aldi, but I go get a drink on there. Because
Okay,
I mess with the
yeah,
food.
yeah.
But the drinks only $3.
The drink
is
good.
That's true.
I
It
tasted
is.
that was like,
Cheap.
This is delicious.
And I got a whole bunch of liquor and stuff from my birthday that still is not
Girl,
open.
because you had a lot of liquor.
I did not. It's none of my tequila is not open.
You just bring one of them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just bring it
Girl,
up here.
bring it up
Because
here.
we're gonna have a whole bar party, here. I feel like-
We having a bar party?
I don't know.
they're gonna be like, they ain't even talking about nothing. They just,
Right.
They're just drinking.
That's all they doing.
Wind down Wednesday.
Y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribe, like, share, tell a friend, whatever you got to do to get this word out. We're going to be doing a lot more of this off the book.
Yes.
I just love it, and just thank you for tuning into my little world. I got so much going on, girl. I can talk literally for days. If y'all know me, y'all know I can talk forever. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time on another episode of
Off the Book.